Hello everyone, it's Ethan from the Orlando Tourist. Today is Friday, March 22nd, and we're here in a different park today. This is a brand new one for me. We're actually not in Orlando right now. We're in both North Carolina and South Carolina. As you can see, we have Fury 325 here as we're about to enter Carowinds today. For my first time ever, I'm really excited to head into this park. Lots of great coasters here. And we saw some of them cycling on the way in. But yeah, let's show you some clips as we head into the park. So yeah, we parked the car over here now, and there's actually a really cool wave turn right here as we enter the park for Fury. I love the track colors. It is also very cold out today, so we're all bundled up, and it's supposed to rain later, but hopefully the weather will not really impact our visit here. I'm still excited. We're gonna ride everything before the rain kicks in. I'm super hyped. So let's head in. So we're heading in. There's a lot of field trips today. We have our ticket booths here, and we have a park entrance. This looks really beautiful with Fury in the background. There's a little stage there. This is sick. I should download the Carowinds app to know about the wait times and everything throughout the day. This park entrance looks beautiful, and I believe the park is actually cashless as well. And they've just opened about, I think, 2 weeks ago for their 2024 season, because Carowinds is an all-year park now. We're gonna head in. So I just noticed before I enter that this is where the divider line is between the two states, North and South Carolina. And this line is gonna actually continue all the way through the park, because this park does divide between North and South Carolina, so this is really cool. So we've now entered the park, and it's not too busy yet. We're here right at the beginning of the day. Now I know they let pass holders in early, and there's a lot of perks to being a pass holder, but the first thing I noticed is that state divider line over here, and of course we have some shops in the front. We got a Coke refresh station, but yeah, I love how you can see North and South Carolina right over here. We have a Cinnabon here as we enter, and we have a Starbucks coffee. We might actually be trying a lot of food today with the all-day dining plan. We will keep you posted on that. We also have a theater. It's Theater Arts Day apparently, so that's why a lot of schools are here. I guess we're gonna start off right today. We already have a restaurant. Doesn't open until later. But yeah, lots of different food options here at the park. Now, Carowinds has a no filming policy on their attractions, so we're going to give you like a park tour, and the Sky Tower here is the only ride you're allowed to film on, so we're going to get some footage from up there later. We have a beer garden stand over here. There's a lot of different options. I think a lot of the food places are opening later. We have a funnel cake emporium over here, and a Rita's Italian Ice. Now, I know we're from Orlando. SeaWorld Busch Gardens just got a Rita's Italian Ice. It's also very loud here right now. But yeah, they have pretty much the same options though as what we have in Orlando. A little bit different though. This covered walkway looks really cool. A lot of the restaurants I'm seeing right now are closed. I think it's just because it's too early. Now keep in mind, right now Carowinds is only open on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as the season's just starting. But it will be daily off very soon, as spring break I believe is next week for all the Carolina people. And Carousel Park is the next area of the park we're heading into. Carousel Park. So Vortex just reopened today. It's a stand-up coaster, which I've never done a traditional B&M stand-up, but it just got a repaint job, so this is really cool to see. Looks like it's flying. I can't wait to ride this later. We're probably gonna start in the very back of the park. But yeah, just got a whole repaint. Love the colors on it. The red's really popping. Apparently this is the original colors from when the attraction opened back in the day. Over here they have a flat ride. You got the Scrambler. You have a carousel. And we have a pizza place where it looks like a lot of people already lined up for some pizza. Pop Luigi's. Carousel looks fun, but we're probably gonna skip on it today. And yeah, it looks like there's a theater over here for the music people. This is really cool. And we have a little Wild Mouse coaster over here, which we'll definitely ride later. Vortex is going up right now, and then we have a Slingshot. The Slingshot and the Sky Coaster. The Sky Coaster is a different name, that's what's called in Orlando. You actually have to pay for that, they're an upcharge. So we won't be riding those today most likely. And I've never done a Slingshot or a Sky Coaster, but you get a really good shot of Vortex right here. You're gonna watch it run. We got the Wild Mouse coaster cycling now. This looks beautiful. This looks like such a fun ride. We used to have Sand Serpent at Busch Gardens. This looks very similar to it, same train design as well. Over here we have a diner, and it looks really cool, the theming. And then we have a family wooden coaster, Hurler, which I believe is still closed for refurbishment. They're reconstructing the back half of the ride. We're gonna check on that later. We have this cool little flat ride up here going. And but Fury's right here, and I think this is perfect way to start off today with a 10-minute wait. And I definitely want to ride it before the weather kicks in. So let's go ride Fury. This coaster looks insane. I'm super excited for this. Obviously we cannot film on the ride, but we're gonna have someone filming me while we're on the ride, get some off-ride footage of it. It looks like a walk-on, so I'm super excited. There it goes down the drop. We're now in line for Fury.
Just keep calling. Well, I hear the guns go
What's up, everybody? Today I'm filming my brother on a roller coaster, and we're gonna see him walk out of the exit. So let's see it. Today in my Minecraft Let's Play, I'm gonna be filming the Ender Dragon.
So we just got off Fury. We rode it twice. Here's some clips from the break run, but we started on the back row on the left seat, and then we just did row 3 in the right seat towards the front. Overall, really good coaster. I really enjoyed it. It's really tall, tallest coaster I've ever been on, and also the fastest one I've ever done. Now, I do think since it's cold out, coasters usually warm up throughout the day. So if it's nice and chilly a little bit in the morning, really hot during the day, they get faster, they warm up. Now, because of the wind and the chilly morning that we're having, I think it's kind of going slower because of that. A lot of people said it's usually fast. It does feel fast, but I feel like it goes faster. So we're definitely gonna ride it again later. Super fun ride. There's some like a head chopper at one point, and it's just overall a good time. It's a walk-on, but we do want to ride everything else in the park too, and we're definitely getting some night rides on this later. Also, I'm gonna pull up a picture on the screen. You can see the back half of Hurler, which is getting a retract. You can see new wood being in place. Got a photo from the stairs at the exit. Let's keep walking around the park now. So yeah, Hurler is the one I just showed you guys. They're rebuilding the track at the back half, kind of by Fury down there. And it's the one coaster we will not be riding this trip just because it's not open. So we're gonna have to come back another time, definitely to ride Fury during the day, but also to experience this attraction, because I do want to check out this coaster. You can actually see a little bit of that, like from the photo I just showed you, that track center screen. And also Fury, as it goes into the station, it's got that really cool hexagonal light right there. Right now we have Carolina Cyclone over here. I believe it's in Vekoma or an Arrow. Not quite sure on the manufacturer, but it's going up. Can't wait to get on this. Hopefully it's pretty smooth. It looks kind of smooth. Look at that. Watch it go through. I love how it interacts with the guest pathways over here. We're about to catch it go through its loop and its cycle over here. We're gonna hop on Carolina Cyclone. My brother's gonna film me off right as we head on. This coaster looks super amazing. Just got off the Carolina Cyclone and they are playing music very loud. It's hard for me to talk into the camera, but Carolina Cyclone was super fun, very smooth. Some of the transitions were a little whippy, so and we were in the back row. Overall, really enjoyed it. If you've done Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios at Disney, it's the same kind of ride vehicle, same kind of smoothness factor that you'll feel. But overall, really fun ride. I'm probably gonna ride it again later. Over here we have Ricochet, which is the Wild Mouse coaster. It's got a long line. We're gonna come back to it. We're gonna keep working our way towards the back of the park. This whole area is pretty fun because we have like a lighthouse. This is Alligator Alley, I guess. It's just a whole like carnival area. They got some games. We have a Sweet Frogs, and we have a whole restaurant right here as well. We're probably gonna activate an all-day dining deal. It's just I don't think any of the restaurants are quite open yet. This one looks really good over here. We're gonna head around. We might actually hit this wooden coaster next. The Carolina Gold Rusher looks really cool. Also, this restaurant theming is just fantastic. Look at that. We're heading on to the Gold Rusher family coaster over here. And we're about to head right in. Obviously, we cannot film on the ride. And we're probably not gonna get any off-ride footage on this one. But definitely a family coaster over here. And I believe over here is a new area of the park, Aeronautical Landing. It's somewhere down here. We're gonna check that out pretty soon. But I cannot wait to hop on this coaster. This is definitely like probably a busy coaster in the summer. There's no line for it right now. I love the theming so far. It just looks like an old like train, kind of like a Big Thunder Mountain type ride. And there's no wait for it at all. We're hopping right on. We just got off the Carolina Gold Rusher family coaster over here. Really fun. They have a gold train and a silver train, and they look like just little Gold Rush trains. They're really fun. It's a little bit janky in some parts of the ride, but overall very smooth on the attraction. And yeah, there's like one part where the wheel like kind of dips a little bit. It's a little shaky there, but overall I really enjoyed it. And there's this also, they have this tunnel at the very end of the ride, and the tunnel is a blast, super fun, and it's just really good family ride. This is a map of where we are. Aeronautical Landing is a new addition as of 2023. Right now we're in 2024. And we're about to hit the Flying Cobras. I've never done a boomerang coaster before, so this should be really fun. You go forwards, the loop, and then backwards through the course.
seat, pull that shoulder harness down.
So we just got off the Flying Cobras, and that was crazy. One of the craziest coasters I've ever done. It's a Vekoma boomerang, so nothing like, it's not like it's a very unique coaster. A lot of parks have them, but it's my first time doing a Vekoma boomerang. Overall, seats were comfortable. I think they have newer trains for it, and it's just like, you know, you have a cobra roll right here, and then you have a vertical loop, and all that was pretty good. We had the third row or fourth row or whatever. I wanted to get towards the back, but all the first half of the ride was really fun and pretty smooth overall, but once you go backwards, it just caught me off guard going backwards through a loop in a cobra roll, something I've never done before. It was really fun, very disorienting though. I felt pretty dizzy pulling into the station, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, Rock and Roller is just a fun little like flying bobs type ride. There's a line for it. We're gonna come back, we might ride it or we might skip out on it, but we've done these kind of rides before. It's nothing too crazy. Yeah, we're in the back of the park right now. I love the the music feels very like 80s kind of. We have some also funnel cakes over here in the back of the park. A couple flat rides here. We have the Do-Si-Do. We're probably gonna ride it later, and we have Electro Spin. I might ride it later. We'll see. I've never done a ride like that. I want to hit that swing ride later. That looks really fun. And in the back of the park here is the water park, which is obviously closed right now. It's very cold out. But we're gonna see what this Blue Ridge Country Kitchen holds for us. We might stop by for some food. And we have Copperhead Strike over here getting a line already. That's a coaster I'm very excited for. I've heard some really good things about it. Zephyr is closed right now. This is like a little flat ride. We won't be riding this today because it's going through maintenance. Here's some of the things on the menu here at the Country Kitchen. This looks delicious. That chicken sandwich looks beautiful. I believe this is one of their new food options they have for the 2024 season, homegrown. It's closed today though, so that kind of does stink. I don't know if it's gonna open at all later today, but it does feature the dining plan here. So yeah, the Carolina Harbor Water Park is right over here, the entrance. Like I said, it is closed right now. They have some fun slides looking things. You might have to come back and try this another time. I love water parks. We've been to like Volcano Bay, Aquatica, Adventure Island, lots of different water parks. They're always super fun. Copperhead Strike right now is going through the JoJo roll out of the station. This is the next ride we're about to do. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh yeah. Looks super smooth on mock rides. We're gonna try this out. I'm gonna get some video for you guys off the ride here, off Copperhead Strike. This ride looks really fun. It's getting a line. We're about to hop in just a few minutes. So they said only 3 restaurants are open today. Frequent Fryers, the Italian restaurant, and there's one other one that they said is open, Harmony Hall. And then the Terminal A is a more sit-down, fancy restaurant that's also open. So technically there's 4 open today. I don't know if like Panda Express is open or not, but it will rain later, so they definitely, Fridays are quieter, it's gonna rain, so they're definitely like, you know, not going out full blown. Saturdays are busier if you want to do all the different food stuff. Definitely come on a busier day. It's just gonna,
Welcome to Copperhead Strike. Riders must be 52 inches tall to ride. Loose articles are not permitted in line and must be...
So we have a little flight ride here. I don't know if it's open today. I guess it's kind of closed. But Copperhead Strike, we're going to come back in a few minutes. We're looking at kind of food options right now. And Copperhead Strike looks like a blast. It looks super smooth. The launches look really fun. Overall, it looks like a good coaster. We've been watching it go. Now, over here, we have kind of Afterburn all the way down there, one of the inverted coasters. But we also have the new Aeronautical Landing, which is a whole new land that opened this year. They have bumper cars here, a couple flat rides. Overall, it looks really well themed, so let's head over here. Hover and Dodge is the new bumper cars that opened over here. Looks really fun. Oh yeah, this looks like a blast. We're definitely gonna go on that. And over here we have Terminal A, which is a bougie restaurant, you know, sit down, all that. And then we have the Frequent Flyers over here, which looks really fun as well. We have Gear Spin, lots of other cool rides over here. I hope Gear Spin is open today, but Frequent Flyers is a like a fried food kind of place. They have some shrimp and chips basket, popcorn chicken, chips basket, and basket of fries. So this fun little glider spinning ride that I do want to try out, and Gear Spin over here. Yeah, this one's called Windstar. But yeah, I hope Gear Spin will be open at some point. Windstar looks really fun. Then we have Afterburn over here. B&M Invert. This looks really fun. I heard good things about this coaster. But the theming in this land is incredible. Lots of different airplane parts, and it just connects this coaster with a lot of other fun rides for the family. Yeah, this coaster looks super smooth. I can't wait to ride it. So I don't know if the ride attraction ops switch between the rides, but this is a brand new ride opened last year. I really wanted to ride Gear Spin. It's a really fun Zamperla flat ride, and it looks like we can't ride it. It's currently closed. Very disappointing, but we have this cool statue here in here. This is really neat. I love this centerpiece for the land. Airwalker is also a brand new ride in here in Aeronautical Landing. This looks really fun. We have a whole theater stage over here for a lot of the music groups, and we have another small flat ride over there, Gyro Force, which doesn't look like anything too crazy. But I'm excited to try Airwalker out, and then the other ride, Air Racers, in the back of the land. Over here they do have different beer options and bites, of course. Chicken tender basket, mini corn dog basket. This ride looks super fun. The kinetic energy in this land is amazing. There's just a lot of movement. It makes it feel alive. I don't know if this is the entrance to Afterburn or just a pathway. I think it's both. Not 100% sure though. We're gonna check out this Italian restaurant, see what kind of food they got. This is one of the very few restaurants that are open today. They have different platters. Once you get the 3 Little Pigs pizza, you have a few different pizzas, stuffed shells, a pizza roll, and chicken tenders. So we're actually gonna stop by for food. Since my brother wants to try some food, I want to review some food for you guys. We will get back to the coasters soon, but Harmony Hall is the last location that's open today, and they have a huge variety of food there from what I understand, so we're gonna go there right now. This bridge is really cool looking. You overlook some water over here, and there's some rides here at the back of the park. We just passed by Blue Blasters as well. We gotta check out that. We have the family coaster over here, a little family invert that I want to ride. So yeah, lots of fun stuff. So yeah, we're in the Camp Snoopy area. We have Nighthawk over here, which has a really long wait. And this little family-friendly coaster is going right now. Zach, look. Right over here we have a sky coaster. We're not going to be riding it because it's an upcharge. It's called Ripcord. And then we have Nighthawk over here. I haven't seen a train go by quite yet. So Harmony Hall apparently has one of the biggest varieties here. We have barbecue, Italian, burgers, chicken tenders. We're going to go check it out. Here's a look at the menu over here. And we have a huge stage so different performing acts can get on that stage. It's literally a food court. They have different options here. It's amazing. have a basic cheeseburger. I can't have dairy, so I can't have cheese, so my brother's gonna try the cheeseburger. It looks really good, smells good. We had a couple fries while waiting in line, and the seasoning is incredible on those fries. We just got the all-day dining, like $20. And yeah, this thing is beautiful. Got some music that plays in here with the theater. But yeah, Zach, let's take a bite of this burger and give me your review of it. It looks very juicy, very cheesy. The bread looks really soft.
You're not gonna believe me when I tell you this. It tastes like a cheeseburger.
Let me see that inside.
It's not hot enough, I'd say. It's kind of cold, room temp, but it's
yeah.
decent.
So we're waiting in line for a little bit, so it's not super hot. But you say it's got good flavor.
Tastes like a normal burger. It tastes almost like a mix between a few restaurants.
So you said the burger tastes really good. Definitely a mix of a few different like restaurants, different burgers. Overall, it looks like the quality of the meat looks pretty good in there. It's very juicy, very tender. Oh yeah. We're probably gonna come back to this location later, get some more food. We're gonna try as much food as we can later today. We got the all-day dining thing, came out to $20. Online it said it was like $32. They said that's with the drink, so that's honestly a really good deal because the normal food thing would cost like $18 for a meal. So 20 bucks and I can eat every hour and a half. That's crazy. So we're gonna come back, try more food for you guys at different locations. But for now, we're gonna head on to Boo Blasters, which I believe is a shooting ride indoors. So I'm excited for that because I love doing shooting rides at the parks. I haven't really seen Kitty Hawk like dispatch too much, or Nighthawk either. So we're definitely gonna ride those later, and I'm gonna try some Panda Express here later as well. This ride looks super fun, Boo Blasters. We cannot film on the ride, even though it's a slow moving ride, but we'll show you our score, and hopefully we do pretty well. I just really love shooting rides, so let's hop on this thing, and we'll give you a review as we get out. Gotta look out for this guy and zap him. I'm excited. Just got off Boo Blasters. We actually rode it twice because my brother's gun wasn't working the first time. Overall, we both got 300K, so that's pretty good. I feel like that's pretty average of a score. I'd say a good score is probably about 500 to 600K, so 300K is not bad overall. I'll take that. And that ride's super fun. We just went to Legoland a few weeks ago for my first time, and I did the shooting Egyptian ride that they have there. Very similar ride. The only downside to this one is you can't really see your like aimer where you're shooting, but the lights respond like different colors, and you feel when you shoot on your blaster. So it's really fun. I might even ride Boo Blasters again later. Definitely a hit so far. One of my favorite rides here today. So we're now in Aeronautica Landing again because it's right next door, and we're gonna find some rides to do over here. We're gonna check them out. Airwalker kind of has a line right now. We're gonna try Afterburn. We're gonna see what the line looks like for that. Over here we have Afterburn. It's actually going up the lift right now. They're running 2 trains, and we're gonna see what the wait time looks like for it. Let's hop on. 2 rides on Afterburn. They have 2 different train designs, like the wheel covers are different. So I like the theming in there. I like how you dispatch, it says like ready for takeoff. And I think the new Aeronautica landing land that they added around this coaster, it all fits in, like it's really well themed together. So really fun. Coaster was very smooth, but it also had a rattle to it. This coaster is very similar to Montu, but Montu's a little bit smoother at Busch Gardens. Overall, this was really fun though. And I rode it twice. We did second to last row on the left seat, and then we did right seat in the back row. And I like the right side better. You get more of that width into the bat wing, and overall just better ride in the back, in the right side. We're gonna do some other rides in this area later. Right now we're gonna head over to Copperhead Strike because that ride looks super fun. I've heard super good things about it. I just want to get it over with, not over with, but I want to do it now before the rain comes. I'm hoping Gear Spin will open later because this one here is wasn't open earlier, now it's open, so that's a really good sign. Bumper cars or Hover and Dodge has a really long wait, but we're heading over to Copperhead Strike. This ride looks super fun. I cannot wait to hop on this thing.
Hands must be free to grab onto the lap bar while riding. Carowinds is not responsible for items lost or damaged while riding. Now sit back, watch out for snakes.
You're good.
Enjoy your launches on Copperhead Strike.
Just got off of Copperhead Strike. We got 2 rides on it. We got very back on the left, and then we got a couple rows in front of the very back on the right. And I have to say, Copperhead Strike is probably my favorite ride I've done here so far. I know Fury was amazing. We're gonna ride it again later, but Copperhead Strike, holy cow. Those launches are super fun. They're not super forceful like Velocicoaster, but they're pretty similar. It reminds me a lot of Pipeline at SeaWorld Orlando. You actually kind of lift up, you go on a little airtime hill on that launch. So it's really fun. The hang time's incredible. Everything about it is just super fun. So we're definitely gonna ride that again later. That's one of my favorites. We got 2 rides on it. There's a little launch sequence before you launch. Overall, super smooth though, not rattly at all for a mock coaster. Usually the mock coasters are a little rattly, but that's incredible. I love that. Something I've noticed a lot while being in the lines for the different coasters is all the Halloween decor backstage. It looks like we have a facade for one of the houses here for the Carowinds event. We've never been to the haunts, but we've been to Halloween Horror Nights, Hallow Screams, all in Florida. We do a lot of haunt coverage. So let me know if you want to see us come back here for Carowinds. I definitely want to check it out. This looks really cool. This themed facade for a haunted house looks incredible. So bumper cars, or the Hover and Dodge, has a big wait right now. Actually, a lot of people are getting off, so we can actually hop right on right now. Let's do it. And we're gonna do a lot of the Aeronautica landing since it's their newest attractions here. Let's hop right on. It's also gonna rain really soon, like 5 minutes. So let's head right on to bumper or Hover and Dodge. This looks fun. They also have a new fast lane scanner. You self-scan your bracelet, and it's like express. You get to skip the line. It's really cool. It's brand new for the 2024 season. I should have videoed as we were rolling, but that was really fun. All these hovercrafts light up and play some really cool music, and it's really fun. This would be really fun to do at night as well. I love the theme to it. It's super good. We're about to hop on Windstar. This ride looks really fun. It looks like you pump up the glider to get higher up. It is raining right now. It just started to rain. Hopefully this rain will not impact most of our day. This should be just a quick shower, but it should be raining again probably a little bit after this. And this ride looks super fun. Just got off of Windstar. Tried filming, but for some reason the camera did not film right now. But overall, I tried it filming off-ride. I had it in the cubby filming. But it got wet, and I think the rain messed with it. So overall, it's a really fun ride. You can actually control your height with the gliders. So we were able to go a little higher, made it lower, swung a little bit side to side, but this is definitely family-friendly ride right here, and I love this thing. It's fun. It looks like there's interactive stuff in the land over here. You can turn this. It looks like the propeller moves. That's actually really cool. Let's see if you can move it the other way. Oh, you can. It's really neat. Yeah, that's super cool. We're gonna head on to Air Racers. This ride looks super fun. Goes upside down, spins, looks like a good time.
Carowinds is not responsible for items lost or damaged while riding. All right, time to hit the skies. Have a great race.
Just got off Air Racers, and let me tell you, that was really fun. It was weird because you go upside down and then it goes one way and another way, but it looked like I was looking towards the ground. It was just overall a fun ride. I'm a little dizzy after it, but super good. The only one we haven't done in this area now is Air Walker, which we might come back and ride. It's definitely a family ride, And Gear Spin doesn't seem to be open. I hope that one might open later, but I have a feeling it won't be. Luckily, we've done one of those rides at IAPA in the past. So definitely check out that video, and you can actually see a POV on that attraction as well from IAPA. But we're gonna head over, try some more food for you guys before we do some more coasters in another section of the park. We're back at the Harmony Hall. We just got some chicken tenders with the yummy fries. These chicken tenders look really yummy over here. Look at the breading on that. We're about to do a little food review of it. All right, we're gonna try one of these chicken tenders. Looks really good and fresh. Overall, it's got really good flavor, and they actually gave us 4. They gave us 3 and a nugget, so pretty good. It's definitely got pretty good flavor though. I enjoy it. It's a good chicken tender, good portion size. We got a drink cup with our food today. We didn't get one the first time we got food, so I don't know. It's a little inconsistent there, but hey, we got drinks this time, so that's cool. Hop onto Kitty Hawk, a little kids coaster over here, in a little mini invert. Just got off of Kitty Hawk, and the rain kind of calmed down for a little bit, but I was originally going to get row 1, but I let some other people have it. I took row 2. Surprisingly, the coaster itself is actually really smooth, but it's an over-the-shoulder restraint, and my head was banging side to side. I don't think you need over-the-shoulder for this kind of coaster. I know Fun Spot in Orlando has a lap bar, which is way more comfortable for this kind of coaster. Overall, still really fun, definitely good for the family, but kind of have a headache after this little kiddie ride. Next, we're checking out Camp Snoopy, which is in the very back of the park over here. We have some stores, and we got some restrooms, which, you know, they're pretty good restrooms over here. But we have a coaster that we still haven't done yet, and we have Camp Snoopy over here with some little kids rides. I don't know if we're gonna do them, but we're definitely gonna give you a little area tour over here. I did want to meet Snoopy today, but I guess they're not doing meet and greets out today. It is a very quiet day at the park, and the rain is probably a reason that they're not doing it. They have a little ride over here for the little ones, for the family. If they have a little kid coaster back here, we're definitely going to ride that. But they have some other little kid flat rides over here that we're probably not going to ride. The balloon race. This ride does look really fun. I just want to save time around the park and make sure we can do all the other coasters and all the other rides. If we have time, we'll definitely come back and ride this. But it looks really fun. We have the little Baron plane race. There's a little wooden coaster back here, so I'm definitely going to ride that. Looks like we have a little cookout restaurant. Camp Cookout. This is really cool. So yeah, this is Snoopy versus Red Baron, just a little plane ride, and then we have this really cool little water fountain here with the lake. It's very serene over here. The greenery and all that looks really good. Looks like there's another restaurant over there, and that connects to Afterburn, the coaster we were already at earlier. We have the Peanuts Trailblazers here, which looks like the cars just rotate around, and we have a little kids drop tower here, and a little school bus ride that goes like, it swings back and forth and goes up and around. We might do some of these if we're able to. It might be too big though. We're about to hop in this little Jeep ride as the cars actually swing around turns. It looks like a fun time. Just got off the little Jeep ride. It's really fun the way it swings you around the edges here. This ride is a little Zamperla bouncing spinning ride. It's really fun. We did one of those at IAPA this year actually. We also have this little area in the center here. And then we have Woodstock Express, which is the little family coaster we're about to head on. This little water fountain's amazing. I love this little area. You can just hang out while your kids ride stuff. You have this little swing chain ride, and you have this little mini Bob's ride. But yeah, we're about to head over onto the Express. It's such a fun ride, and we're about to head onto the little coaster over here.
Woodstock Express. Enjoy your ride on the Woodstock Express.
We just got off of the Woodstock Express. Definitely a family-friendly ride, and for a wooden coaster, because it is wooden, very smooth actually. A little shaky at times, but definitely a very smooth ride. We were also sitting in the back row, so keep that in mind when I say it is a smooth ride. Really fun, I enjoyed it. Camp Snoopy actually goes further back down. It's got a whole nother part to the land. There's a whole train ride over here, but right now it is currently closed as they're doing refurbishment. Over here we have a Peanut Pirate spinning ride, and we have a teacup ride over here as well. This little spinning one looks cool. And then you have Thunder Striker going by right now. It's about to go down the drop. This ride does look really fun. I love the Pirate Snoopy in the center though. As the coaster's going by, we also have the little teacup ride here. It's really cool. And over here, there's a little theater for shows that's really fun. And it looks like there's a haunted house, warehouse back there. And over here, there's a little playground. And you have a little snack area. Over here, we have a cool little playground. Lots of stuff going on in here for the kids. There's even a net area in the back. You have a couple sandboxes. Super fun. There's another kiddie coaster over here. These are similar to the ones we've done at like Fun Spot. They're really fun. They're a little janky, but we're about to hop on because they're fun. We haven't done it here. And you got Thunder Striker flying by. This net structure is really fun. Yeah, let's all hop onto this little coaster now. It's super fun.
Okay, so maybe we are.
We just got off this little green kiddie coaster here.
Scariest ride of my life.
It was actually really fun, and it's a good kiddie coaster. It's a really good layout on there. A little bit of airtime hills at the end. Got some airtime in the blue one as well. But they have you go around twice, so that's really cool. You get 2 laps around there. Overall, really fun. There's not a wait right now. This whole area is really dead. And you actually have the Camp Snoopy Theater over there. Camp Snoopy is actually way bigger of a land than I expected it to be. I thought it was just that front half, but it keeps going back. Lots of stuff for the kids to do, lots of little flat rides and stuff. It's amazing. Love the theming here, the trees. In the summer, it's probably all full grown as well. We're back in the area, so we said, oh, let's do Boo Blasters again, because it's such a fun ride. They were passing by the area, so let's hop on. Such a good time on this. Just got off Boo Blasters again, and it's gonna start to drizzle right now, but we're gonna get another meal at the Harmony Hall. We're gonna try some Burnt Ends barbecue. I'm excited to try this out. All right, so we're gonna get some, we're gonna probably get pork burnt ends instead of pulled pork. We'll see, and they also have brisket. There are a lot of options here. Sides, baked beans, applesauce. They have mac and cheese. We're gonna go with the beans. Here's the burnt ends, comes with a little muffin, and we got baked beans. They have mac and cheese and other sides as well. They didn't have any pulled pork today. They do have brisket, but this looks really yummy. So we've been eating the beans here. The beans are really flavorful. Really good solid quality baked beans. And with the burnt ends, not super hot. Most of the food today has not been super hot, but the burnt ends do have really good flavor. We haven't got to the muffin quite yet. just tried, or we finished eating some of that barbecue, and we had the muffin and the baked beans and the burnt ends. The burnt ends and the baked beans, we already said that they were really good, but the muffin, that was a cornbread muffin, and it had so much flavor, really good. My mouth did not get too dry from that either, but really tasty. The muffin comes with the barbecue, so definitely a must get. And they have a lot of other sides to choose from in the restaurant. We only picked fries earlier, and then of course we got beans, but they had like coleslaw, they had mac and cheese, and I saw other people getting the mac and cheese earlier. It looked like a huge portion of that. There's a VIP entrance here, and we have a cool fountain. You have Nighthawk over here, which has been going throughout the day. We haven't really been to this whole area of the park yet. We have a sky tower over there, and we have Thunder Striker over here, which used to be called Intimidator, but they're re-theming the coasters to say Thunder Striker and just other like car themes. But it still has this red color. They did change a little bit of the train. I don't know if we're gonna be able to show you it, but it is a B&M Hyper. We're about to hop on, and we do have a new sign for Thunder Striker. So we just got off what was formerly known as Intimidator, but it's called Thunder Striker. I like how when you pull at the station, it does like a car revving sound. Really cool and super fun. We got 2 rides. We got the back row on the right, and then 2 rows before the back on the left. Super fun. Honestly, the airtime pops and the transitions on there are super fun. I might like it more than Fury, but I did Fury at the very beginning of the day, so I definitely need to go back over there. Right now, we have Nighthawk, and we have Vortex we need to do. So we're gonna hop on Nighthawk, and we also gotta do the Sky Tower over here. So let's bang out some of these in the front. The rain scared a lot of the people off, and I did get a little wet on Intimidator, but that's not a big problem. This coaster looks crazy, I can't wait. So I just got off a Nighthawk. That was crazy. So it dispatches, you're laying on your back, and then after you get to the top, you're actually laying on your belly, kind of like Manta at SeaWorld Orlando. A little bit different of a manufacturer. There is a loop on here similar to the Pretzel Dive loop. Overall, really good, pretty smooth, way smoother than I thought, and it was pretty intense. So this one's gonna have a long line when you're here. It's had a long line most of the day. But yeah, overall, really good coaster, really solid. So we're about to hop onto Vortex. You actually get a good view of Vortex by the Sky Tower. But yeah, Vortex looks pretty cool. It's a stand-up ride. We're gonna see how it is. There's no wait for it now. We've made a full circle around the park right after we got off of Nighthawk. And we only have 2 coasters left that are open today. We have Vortex, and we have to do this green one over here. But the wooden one in the back is not quite open. This Carolina one was really fun earlier today, the Gold Rush.
Row 3 sounds really excited. You guys are all clear, ready for dispatch.
Yeah, I know. Just got off Vortex. It's a traditional B&M stand-up, so the seat actually does adjust to your height. It is a little rough with the over-the-shoulder restraints. You have a little bit of head banging, but the coaster itself is very smooth. They actually just got a repaint, and it's running really nice. I didn't feel any pain in the crotch area because I actually gave myself a lot of room. Overall, just a little headbanging was the issue, but for the most part, it's smooth. The only parts I had headbanging was the tuned versions on the ride. The last coaster I need to ride today is the Wild Mouse coaster. We should be going left, but it's passing by Fury right now and a couple other stuff.
Camera?
Oh, we're not. The slingshot's going on right now. We're not going by Fury right now. We're actually going this way because it's quicker. So yeah, Ricochet does not have a super long line now, so just gonna hop right on. Should be a really fun time on this. A little family Wild Mouse coaster. Hopefully someone's over here. I think it's open still. And you got Carolina Cyclone going. How beautiful that is. It looks like this ride is actually closed due to weather, so that kind of stinks. I guess we won't be riding this one right now. Hopefully it'll reopen later, but I have a feeling it won't. Well, this is really annoying, so I guess we can't ride this. And that makes 2 coasters today that we haven't been able to ride. We're just gonna have to come back another time. But yeah, this Carolina Cyclone one is pretty cool. I love how it interacts with the whole land over here. Like I said, this drop tower is something I really wanted to try. I'd love to try drop towers, and I think this is like the only one in the park. So we're gonna hop on. Should be a fun time. Let's do it. All right, let's hop right on. I just kicked the puddle, so now my feet are soaking wet. But we're hopping right onto the ride now. It looks like it just goes up and drops, but something I like about this is it looks like they all go up at different speeds and they all drop at like different times. But yeah, this hurler coaster we're gonna have to ride at some point next time.
Feel your restraint and remain seated while keeping your hands, arms, and feet inside the car at all times. If you have any questions about riding, please see a ride attendant before boarding. Thank you, and enjoy the ride.
Welcome back, riders. How was your drive? I told you that, please. All right, have a good ride.
You must be at least 54 inches tall to ride. Please secure all loose and valuable items, as Carowinds is not responsible for items left on.
Welcome back, riders. How was
Seated while keeping your hands on.
Right, please remain seated until we stop.
Just got off the drop tower, and honestly, that was super intense. It's not super tall, but you came flying down, and then you hit the brakes. It's the brakes are very like abrupt, but really fun. You get some serious speed there, some serious airtime on that drop. Keep in mind, I've been on the world's tallest drop tower that closed at Icon Park, and I've been on Falcon's Fury, which you're laying down on your belly, and that one's like 335 feet tall or so, or maybe 375, I don't quite remember. But this drop tower is really fun. This is a must do if you like drop towers. It's one of my favorite drop towers I've ever been on. Rain's starting to pick up. We're gonna head over to Fury real quick. We are gonna get some night rides. I mean, if it is open at night, I don't know how late it gets dark, but we're gonna hop on. Might even do a Copperhead Strike run, and we still have to do the observation tower, and I want to do the little swing looking ride where you get really high up. Fury in the rain is going to be quite interesting, so we'll let you know how it is. It's going to be maybe painful, but I did Intimidator in the rain, so we'll see. We're actually going to come back to Fury. Apparently you need to buy a locker, but before we do that, we're going to go buy some more food. We'll get the locker soon, but I don't want to have to. I want to bounce between Fury and Copperhead, but I believe you can get a locker for 2 hours, but you can't transfer between the two. And there's no cubbies in the station for Fury or Copperhead. So yeah, we're gonna walk around the park, show you guys some more food, and then we'll be back to ride Fury. We have about 2 hours till park close. So Hurler just did a test run. We kind of missed it on camera. We'll probably see it pull into the brakes. See if we can catch it on video. This is kind of crazy. Yeah, they got some employees on the site. I don't think it's gonna open today, but it's going. That's crazy. Hopefully Hurler will open very soon. That'd be crazy if they'll let us on tonight, but I know that's not gonna happen. Flying Cobras was an insane ride. It was very disorienting. I'm probably not gonna do it again tonight, but we're heading, like I said, to show you guys some food. I wish more of the food locations were open today, but like I said, we're just gonna have to come back and show you all the other locations. And it looks like the funnel cake over here open again. This ride looks very interesting. I don't know if we're probably gonna skip out on that today, to be honest. I'd rather spend more time rewriting some of the coasters. And we've done stuff like this, but this one actually tilts at an angle. Like I said, this country kitchen looks super good. I really want to try this next time. We're gonna go to Leonardo's Italian Food for some pizza now. I'm allergic to dairy, nuts, eggs, and soy. Someone else in our group is gonna get a pizza. I'm not gonna eat it right now, but we are gonna show you what the pizza looks like up close. They have different options. We've been going to the other restaurant a lot today, so we're gonna change it up and go here instead. Just look at the food. We got a garlic knot, and inside this thing, there's pizza and chicken, so it's really neat. Like I said, we're gonna eat this later. We're not gonna eat it right now. We're bringing it home. Hopping into the Sky Tower now. It is a little rainy, a little foggy, but we're gonna get some footage from here. A lot of different things, photos, videos from the Carolinas up above. There's some cool decor on the sides here. I guess they used to have like a Buccaneer type ride at one point. This is really cool. It had a monorail, or maybe at one of their other parks. This is probably at one of their other Cedar Fair parks, which we will definitely need to travel at some point in the future. It'll be a little hard to see out the window with all the rain, but we'll make it work.
Should I have it on the coaster? Or no?
Just leave it there.
Oh, it's spinning.
Turn. So I'm using that in the video, so I hate that. I'm trying to get photos in here.
Actually, you can see that footage anymore. That's behind him. I think I see him. Oh, that's chocolate table. The white shirt.
Thank you for visiting Carowinds and welcome aboard the Carolina Sky Tower. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated during the entire ride. The Carolina Sky Tower is one of the park's original attractions and rises to a height of 320 feet. At the top of the tower, you will see a breathtaking 360-degree panoramic view of Carowinds and the Charlotte skyline. For more than 50 years, Carowinds has been the place where the Carolinas come together. The park opened to the public on March 31st, 1973, at a cost of $70 million. This was following an extensive 4-year planning period headed by Charlotte businessman Earl Patterson Hall. EPAC Hall was inspired by a 1956 trip to Disneyland and by his dream of bringing the states of North and South Carolina closer together. The name Carowinds was inspired by the park's original theme, representing the history and culture of the Carolinas and the blending of the words Carolina and winds, in reference to the winds that blow across the two states. Carowinds still holds the title of being the only amusement park in the United States that is situated within 2 states. Over the past half-century, Carowinds has seen major growth spurts with the addition of world-class thrill rides, exhilarating live shows, and seasonal events like Carowinds and Winterfest. Carowinds currently boasts 2 of the 10 tallest roller coasters in North America and one of the largest collections of roller coasters on the East Coast. Off in the distance, you will see our signature ride, Fury 325, the tallest and fastest coaster of its kind in the country, a true gigacoaster, with heights reaching 325 feet, an 81-degree drop, a length of 6,602 feet, and speeds of 90